everyone, welcome to Knowledge with Bro. I'm Karthik Agrawal and I'm currently studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. I hope you all are doing well. Before we start today's video, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss out the latest content in this channel. So, we are going to talk about today optical fiber and its application in telecommunication. So, before we start anything, let's understand what is an optical fiber. An optical fiber is a thin, flexible strand of glass or plastic that transmits data using light pulses. It relies on the principle of total internal reflection. Confining the data within the core, this technology enables high speed and long distance data transmission, making it a crucial component in data communication. So let's understand what are the parts of an optical fiber. An optical fiber consists of the core, the cladding, and a coat. The core is the heart of an optical fiber and it is typically made up of glass or plastic. It is the center region through which light travels. Surrounding the core is the cladding, a layer with a roll refractive index that reflects back light to the core through total internal reflection. This structure allows optical fiber to efficiently transmit data using light signals, providing a foundation for high speed and long distance communication. So let's now understand the working principle of an optical fiber. The working principle of an optical fiber is typically based on total internal reflection. Light, typically in the form of laser beams, enter the core of the fiber. The core has higher refractive index than the surrounding cladding. As the light travels through the core, it strikes the core cladding interface at an angle greater than its critical angle. This causes total internal reflection, preventing it from escaping the core. The continuous reflection enables the data transmission of light signals over long distances within the fiber, making optical fiber a fundamental technology in high speed and data communication. So, now let's understand classification of optical fibers. Optical fibers are classified into three types: material based, number of modes, and nature of refractive index. Now let's understand optical fibers classified on the basis of material. Optical fibers are classified on the base of material are of two types: glass optical fibers and plastic optical fibers. Glass optical fibers are typically made up of silica and they're designed such that they offer excellent transparency and low signal losses, whereas plastic optical fibers are mainly made up of polymers which provide better performance in terms of bandwidth and temperature resistance. Now let's understand optical fiber classification on number of modes. Number of modes is nothing but the number of light waves that can travel in an optical fiber, and they are of two types: single mode optical fibers and multi-mode optical fibers. In single mode optical fibers, the core size is too small, which allows only one light wave to transmit through them, and these kind of optical fibers are used for long distance data transmission. Multi-mode optical fiber. In these kind of optical fibers, the core size is larger than single-mode optical fibers, which helps multiple number of light waves to travel through them, and it's mainly used for shorter distance communication. Let's now understand classification of optical fibers based on their refractive index. They are classified into two types: step index and graded index fibers. Step index optical fibers shows a distinct ch- change in the refractive index between the core and the cladding, which helps the light wave to move in a straight path, experiencing minimal dispersion, and they're commonly used for long distance communication, whereas graded optical fibers show a gradual decrease of refractive index from the core to the cladding, which helps to reduce minimal dispersion and enhancing the bandwidth of the light wave, and they're mainly used for shorter distance data communication. Now let's understand what is telecommunication. Telecommunication is the transmission of information over a distance using electronic signal. It involves the exchange of voice, data, and multiple media through various technologies, including wired and wireless network. Key components include transmitting and receiving devices such as phones and a router, and the underlying infrastructure like optical fiber and satellites. Telecommunication plays a vital role in connecting people globally, supporting devices such as telephone, communication, internet access. Now let's understand the process of telecommunication through optical fiber. It involves mainly converting the information into light signals and transmitting them through glass or plastic fibers. Now, I would like to say some key elements of this process. First key element is signal generation. Information such as voice, data, or video is first converted into electric signals, and then it's moved to the second process, that is signal modulation. The signal modulations are modulated to transform them into optical signals suitable for transmission through optical fiber. And then the third key element is used, that is light transmission. The modulated optical fiber, usually in the form of laser beams, are injected the core of the optical fiber. Then the process takes place in an optical fiber where the light is transmitted in an optical fiber through total internal reflection signal reception. At the receiving end of an optical fiber, there is a photo erector that converts optical signals back to electric signals. And then the next key element, that is signal processing. In this process, the electric signals undergo further processing such as amplification and demodulation to cover the original information. And then it's the final stage of this process, that is the output. The process signals are then presented as the output, whether it to be a voice on a phone call, data for internet communication, or video for broadcasting. The use of optical fiber in telecommunication ensures high speed, low loss data transmission over long distance, making it an cornerstone technology in modern communication networks. Now let's understand some advantages of optical fiber. Optical fiber have many advantages over copper cables, such as less power loss, long distance data transmission, resistance to electromagnetic interference. They are lighter, thinner, and more secure for transmitting data. They are cheaper than copper wires, and they are used to transmit data at a much faster rate compared to copper cables. Now let's understand some disadvantages of optical fiber. Optical fibers are cost efficient but difficult to merge, and special equipments for installing and transmission of data is required. They're also vulnerable during installing and require expensive slicing machines and specialists. I hope you all like this video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Keep watching Knowledge with Pro. Thank